Red rhyme. There's an evil in these streets, but people, they keep walking. The government is hush-hush and preachers ain't talking. Everybody's quiet as a mouse, cause you don't get concerned unless it happens in your house. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Hello, my friends, and welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. I make videos addressing misconceptions about witchcraft and the occult. Occasionally, I branch out and give counter-arguments to other various general misconceptions and debunked conspiracies. Today, we are just going to try and figure out why a certain pastor named Greg Locke hates Barbie's Dreamhouse. I don't like to do too many videos on Greg Locke, mostly because I feel like he thrives off negative attention, and I really don't want to feed his cult-like sadistic brand of social manipulation. We already know how he feels about witches and witchcraft.
I ain't messing with witches no more. I ain't breaking bread with witches. You better look in my eyeballs. We ain't afraid of you, you stinking witch.
He believes there are actual witches in his congregation. And I'm not talking modern-day witches who are minding their own business and couldn't give an eye of newt about this hateful bigot. I'm talking the Malleus Maleficarum trying to sink King James' boat type of witches. You know, the imaginary ones shrinking men's willies, those type of biblical witches. The fantastical witches that were found everywhere they looked for them and caused all sorts of superstitious ills. The ones that had to be burned at the stake or hung in the gallows. The ones who were in league with the imaginary figure of the Christian devil.
It named the ones that I mentioned last week under this tent as a full-blown spell-casting witch.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Even the devil will expose the devil. We got first and last names of 6 witches that are in our church. And you know what's strange? 3 of you are in this room right now.
The great thing about imaginary enemies, and for that matter, imaginary evil, is you can assign it to anyone you don't like. Greg Locke manipulates his followers through fear of being socially ostracized. Coupled with cult-like mental abuse, he financially drains them. He creates all sorts of demonic boogeymen lurking in the shadows. The only way to be set free from these demons is through deliverance, which he happily offers.
You devil-worshiping Satanist witch, we cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ. We break your spells. We break your curse. We got your first name. We got your last name. We even got an address for one of you. You spell-casting pharmakia, devil-worshiping mongrel, you. You were sent to this church to destroy us. You were sent to this church to lure us in. You were sent to this church to cast spell. Listen, some of you been sick because you befriended that witch. And I'm going to go ahead and serve notice on you right now. Don't move. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood.
In the mood? Oh, that's right. Not only does Jim Jones Jr. here enjoy spreading fear and psychologically torturing his congregation, he also enjoys burning things.
A church has a religious right to burn occultic materials that they deem are a threat to their religious rights and freedoms and belief system. We're going to burn that occultic trash if Joe Biden shows up. And so I'm going to reveal a little bit of that tonight, and then we're going to walk out. We're going to burn some stuff. Man, I tell you, I'm ready to go to burn some stuff.
Blessed be a bunch of witchcraft nonsense. I'd like to buy everything in this whole store and burn it all in the parking lot. It's ridiculous.
He's got quite the racket going on here. He spreads fear of witchcraft to manipulate others, offers deliverance to rid people of so-called oppression by said witches, and in turn uses these deliverances as proof of witchcraft oppression. The perfect loop. Create a problem, offer a solution, and point to the problem as proof of there being a problem in need of a solution.
Because we still got to talk about deliverance from demons. Because evil spirits are a real deal.
Not real.
And some of you need to be delivered from them. In the name of the Lord you do. Not just oppressed by the devil.
When he's not fleecing his flock or burning things, Greg likes to relax by destroying children's toys. In this clip, he duct tapes a Bible to a baseball bat and proves that the bat is mightier than the sword. Why is he turning Barbie's Dreamhouse into a nightmare? Good question. I think it's to illustrate a metaphor.
That is a Bible that is duct taped and zip tied to an Easton ball bat.
Speaking of metaphors, only Greg Locke and his special brand of Christianity would turn the Bible into a weapon. Not like that's been done before.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the, watch the next phrase, pulling down of strongholds. You ought to pay attention to what the Greek word for pulling down means.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean strap your holy book to a baseball bat. This is taking Bible thumping to a whole new level.
It's the word demolition. That's what it means. It doesn't just mean, well, I'm just going to pull it. It means you demolish the house that the evil spirit left when you kicked it out. So maybe at our Global Vision store, we ought to start selling some Bible bats in the name of Jesus.
Bible bats in the name of Jesus? Yeah, I think your Jesus would appreciate that. After all, wasn't it Jesus who said, "But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him, and ye shalt smack thee upside thy head with a Bible strapped to a bat." Praise Jeebus.
The stronghold comes down when you demolish it with the Bible. You gotta start tearing that mess up. You gotta break it down. You gotta cast down imagination and every high thing that exalts itself. You gotta get in the Bible and beat that stronghold to death.
I sure hope Barbie has homeowner's insurance. Not sure it would cover demolition by Bible bat. Greg Locke thrives off offending others and goes out of his way to be as outrageous as he can get away with. He psychologically controls his followers with threats of being ostracized, manipulating their fears into financial gain, then posts these videos online to stroke his ego. He is sick and he lives off the attention. That is why I prefer to ignore this little man. Take away his microphone and he will cry like a little baby. Ignore him and he will cease to be. Don't ever forget the power you possess to simply ignore others. You'd be amazed at how effective it can be. Until next time, my friends, I will see you in hell, you heathens.